Hi there, Joka here, and today I'm back with a new layout for the Paige Evans design team using the cut file, today's cut file of the 25 Days of Christmas Cut Files bundle that you can buy. You get a new cut file every day. I will add the link to this in the description box below. And today's cut file is this Wreath cut file. I make a lot of wreath layouts, not as much anymore as before, but I used to make a lot of them. I was kind of obsessed for a long time. So I'm kind of happy to create a new one. This is the cut file. So I'm just cleaning it up a little bit because there are a lot of tiny little pieces in it. Actually, it cut really well. Just I have when I made this layout, I had a really old cutting mat, so not all pieces came out. So for this layout, I'm using, actually I'm trying to read it now in the picture. I think it's called Winter Wonderland, the collection from Heidi Swap from last year, I believe. And I only have the pattern papers and I think one pack of ephemera, and that's it. I don't have anything else of this collection, but it's so gorgeous. I really love the colors and the patterns. So I don't think I've made a layout with this yet. And I will also use some papers from Paige. I will show you that shortly. So here I'm just backing the cut file. So this is one way to do this, but if you do this, so basically what I'm doing is I'm putting glue on smaller areas of the cut file and then directly on the pattern paper I want behind it, and then I just fussy cut around it. If you do this way, you have to be really careful because all the handling of the cut file, sometimes you just get a lot of creases and stuff. But because these areas are so small, I didn't want to draw around them, because the other way you could just put this on the pattern paper and then draw around the shape, fussy cut it out, and then glue it on the cut file, and then you don't hold the cut file all the time while cutting. But like I said, too many small berries and pieces, I had no patience for that. So this is what I'm doing. And I'm just, I'm not doing anything fancy, and I will only do the berries. And okay, so this is one of the papers I'm using. This is from Whimsical, and I think the other one that I will use is also from the Whimsical collection. So back to the berries. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I'm just really backing the berries and the holly leaves, and the rest I'm just going to leave open as it is now. So here, yeah, because this takes a while, I did not want to fussy cut these little berries separately, like one by one. So I'm just adding this paper to, I don't know, many berries at the same time, and then I fussy cut them out later. And now I will add this other paper that I was talking about earlier from the Whimsical collection. I'm just adding this to the back of the circle or the wreath, and this is just gonna provide me a different, well, like a backdrop for my photo, and also one more color to my layout, so that I don't only have the what is this called again, this wood plank, I don't know. That's the paper that I'm gonna use for the background. It's quite dark. I do like it for Christmas, but I wanted to add a little bit of a lighter color to the middle. So I glued that on top of this paper, and now I'm trying to fussy cut around it. So I will play around with the placement of photo embellishments here. So this is what I'm always doing. I'm adding some tissue paper behind my photo. These tissue papers are actually packaging from mostly from Alexandra Ranke. When I order something, she always packs everything in these papers, and I'm always saving them for my photos. I bet I'm not the only one doing this. So here I'm going through the ephemera pack and trying which pieces would work. These flowers are amazing. I really like them, but there's only one die cut piece in the package, and the other one is vellum. So I wanted something that's not see-through, so it's visible on my layout. And there's also this 12 by 12 pattern paper full of these poinsettias. So I'm just fussy cutting two, I think. And I will use these ones instead of the die cut pieces. Then there's that deer head, which is really, really awesome. It's watercolor. Um, I really like it, but I'm not gonna end up using it. I'm not really sure what I should do with it. I think maybe I'm just gonna use it as a focal point on a card, because it really is a nice image. Then there is the cardinal, which is such a beautiful bird. So I mean, it's totally random, this layout. It has nothing to do with cardinals or anything, but I like that pop of color and I like the bird, so I'm just gonna use it. Yeah, so I'm using these two flowers here at the right hand side, and then I also add a couple of these little tags. So one of them, this one that I'm cutting now, is actually vellum, but I really like that pop of red, so I'm just adding some white cardstock behind it so it's not see-through, and then I will stamp dates or write dates on it, and I will just hang them over at the photo. So I'm doing this a lot, like now, the bottom, you know, this, I don't know what you call it, the manufacturer's strip or something that's at the bottom of every scrapbook paper. I cut it off, and now I'm adding it back at the bottom. I also added a little bit of red, so I have that pop of red at the bottom. And yeah, I'm just placing my photo and then add tiny little bits of pieces of die cuts there, just really for the color green and reds. Then there's also this journaling spot in the ephemera pack, which I'm just gonna use for my journaling. It's not a lot of space, but I also didn't really have a lot to say about my photo. So yeah, I'm also adding some of these sentiments. If you know, if you've been following me for a while, then you know I like to use these. Maybe, I don't know, maybe to break up the circular shape. I'm not sure if that's what I mean, but you know, so when I have circles, for instance, or any kind of shape on my page, I always like to add some excuse me, some sentiment strips just to break up that pattern or shape. I don't know if that makes any sense. And so now I'm adding a few foam dots, foam tape, just to get some dimension on my page. And then if you see, that's another thing I like to use, those little banner kind of pieces at the top of my page. I found 3, and I think I will add some foam tape to the middle piece, just so that, you know, it's not all the same height. So it's about, this is about how it's gonna look in the end. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and glue everything down. And I will add some, oh yeah, what I will not use is the title, because this joy, it just looks a little bit too small for me. So I will go through Paige's alpha thickers and try to find something that I can use, like, reddish or green colors. And I actually found, I think the one that I found is from Pick Me Up, and I found the right colors. Um, and also, I cannot really create a like a longer title because these alpha thicker packs, they always have several colors in them, and somehow, especially if I already used them before, somehow I never have the right color for the right letter. So here it is. But luckily I had these ones. And what I'm doing here is actually not what I planned, because I was planning to put joy vertically. I took photographs of different versions, and that's what I liked the most. But I don't know, I went ahead and I glued it down, and I only noticed later when I was taking pictures that, oh my God, this is not what I wanted to do. But okay, I mean, I'm just gonna roll with it. I added some foam tape to these as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just going to add some gold splatters. This is my favorite gold spray from Jen Hatfield. It has it actually is dimensional. I don't know how to even explain that, but when it dries, it kind of pops off the paper, and it has all these glitter particles. I don't know, it's just really, really beautiful. So yeah, that's it. And then I'm pretty much done. It's a simple layout, but I hope it inspires you anyway, and you give it a try. Thank you very much for stopping by today, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.